In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use Bill.com as a complete beginner step by step. Now, if you've been thinking about using Bill.com to manage invoices, bills, customer payments, and your business finances, but aren't sure where to begin, you're in the right place. This video will walk you through the entire process from start to finish. We'll start by creating your Bill.com account, exploring the dashboard, connecting a bank account, and setting up your first customer. Then we'll create invoices, enter bills, manage vendors, and learn how to handle both accounts receivable and accounts payable. After that, we'll create payment links and estimates, explore reports and insights, and learn how to track the financial activity of our business more effectively. We'll also take a look at the settings section, invite team members, manage payment preferences, and explore other useful features that help you get the most out of Bill.com. So, without wasting any more time, let's get started. First, head over to the official Bill.com website. Once you're there, enter your email address in the provided field and click Get Started. You'll be taken to the account creation page. Here, enter your first name, last name, phone number, company name, business type, and the number of employees. After filling in the required information, agree to the terms by checking the necessary boxes, and then click Get Started. Next, you'll be asked to verify your email address. Open your inbox, find the verification email from Bill.com, and click the verification link. After verifying your email, you'll be taken to the password setup page. Create a secure password and continue. The next step is phone verification. Enter your phone number, receive the verification code, and type it into the provided field. After that, Bill.com will ask for some additional information, such as your company address. Fill in the required details and click Next. You'll then arrive at a welcome page where Bill.com briefly explains how the platform works. You can click any of the available options to learn about its features. Once you've finished reviewing the information, click Set Up Account to complete the onboarding process and continue to your dashboard. After signing in to your Bill.com account, you'll arrive on the main dashboard. This is where you'll manage both your accounts payable and accounts receivable from one place. Before we start creating anything, let's quickly get familiar with the layout. On the left side, you'll find the navigation menu. This is where almost everything you'll need is organized. The Payables and Receivables section contains the tools you'll use every day, such as customers, vendors, bills, invoices, payments, and reports. The Spend and Expense section is designed for managing company expenses, while Insights gives you a quick overview of your business activity. Inside the Payables and Receivables section, you'll also notice options like Overview, Inbox, Documents, and Approvals. Moving further down, you'll see vendors, procurement, bills, payments out, customers, items, estimates, invoices, payment links, payments in, tax compliance, reports and data, settings, and international payments. Don't worry about learning every option today because we'll focus on the ones you'll actually use as a beginner. At the top of the screen, you'll find the global search bar, making it easy to locate invoices, bills, vendors, or customers without browsing through different menus. On the right side, you'll also notice shortcuts for Recent, Sync, and Tasks, allowing you to quickly access recent activity, synchronize data, and review any pending work. Back on the dashboard, you'll also notice several quick setup cards. These are designed to help new users complete the initial account setup by adding a bank account, creating a customer, generating the first invoice, or exploring additional features. We'll complete some of these tasks ourselves during this tutorial. Let's start with one of the most important steps, which is connecting your bank account. From the dashboard, click Add a Bank Account. A pop-up window will appear. Simply click on Link Bank Account to continue. Bill.com will guide you through a secure setup process where you can connect your business bank account. Depending on your bank, you may be asked to sign in using your online banking credentials or verify the account manually. Follow the instructions on the screen and complete the verification process. Once your bank account is connected, you'll be able to receive customer payments, pay vendors electronically, and keep your financial transactions synchronized with your Bill.com account. Now that your bank account is connected, let's add our first customer. From the left navigation menu, click Customers. Once here, then select Add Customer to open the customer information form. You'll now see several fields where you can enter your customer's information. Start by entering the customer display name. Next, enter the company name. Below that, enter the contact's first name and last name. Then type their email address and phone number so they'll receive invoices and payment notifications correctly. Now scroll down to the billing address section. Select the customer's country, then enter the street address, city, state, and zip code. If the customer's shipping address is the same as the billing address, simply leave the same as billing address option checked. Once you've finished entering all the required information, click Next in the bottom right corner. Continue reviewing any additional information if prompted, and finally click Complete to create the customer. If the information you provided matches an existing customer record, Bill.com will ask if you'd like to connect to that account. You can connect to it if it's yours, or simply skip this step and continue. Your new customer will now appear in the customer list and can be selected whenever you create invoices or request payments. Now, let's create our first invoice. From the left navigation menu, click Invoices, then select All Invoices. Once the invoice page opens, click Create Invoice. Start by selecting the customer we just created. Bill.com will automatically populate the customer's information. Now, under the Invoice Details section, choose the Invoice Frequency. Select one time if this invoice will only be sent once, or choose recurring if you want Bill.com to send it automatically on a regular schedule. Next, enter an invoice number if one hasn't already been generated automatically. Then, choose the invoice date and set the due date according to your payment terms. If you want, you can also a custom field according to your need. Now it's time to add an item to the invoice. Click Add Item, select an existing item, or create a new one. A panel will open on the right-hand side. Enter the item name, then select the item type. If you'd like, you can also add a description for the item. Next, choose the appropriate account. Enter the price, and, if applicable, enable the taxable option. Once you've filled in all the required information, click Save to create the item. After that, enter a description. Set the quantity to 1, then enter the price, for example, $500. If you'd like, you can also add a message that will appear on the invoice. You can also attach any supporting documents or files by uploading them before sending the invoice. You'll immediately see the invoice total update based on the information you've entered. Before sending the invoice, review all the details to make sure everything looks correct. Once you're satisfied with the invoice, click Review and Send. Your invoice has now been created. To send it to your customer, simply enter their email address and click the Send Invoice button. If you haven't linked a bank account yet, Bill.com will prompt you to add one before you can send the invoice. Simply complete the bank account setup, and then you'll be able to send the invoice successfully. This is one of the easiest ways to manage your accounts receivable because Bill.com keeps your invoices organized in one place while allowing you to track payment status as your customers make payments. Now that we've created our first customer and invoice, let's switch over to the accounts payable side of Bill.com and learn how to manage bills. From the left navigation menu, click Bills, then select All Bills. Since this is a new account, you probably won't see any bills listed yet. To create your first bill, click the Enter Bill button in the top right corner. Once the bill entry page opens, start by selecting a vendor. If the vendor doesn't already exist, simply choose the option to create a new one. A new vendor panel will open on the right-hand side. First, choose whether your vendor is located within the United States or internationally. Next, enter your vendor's name and fill in the required information. Once you've entered the details, click Continue. On the next screen, click Continue again to review the information, and then click Save Vendor to create the vendor. Next, enter the invoice or bill number so it's easier to identify later. After that, choose Payment Term, then choose the invoice date and due date. After that, enter the bill amount and any description if you want to add. Next, you'll need to select an account. If you don't have one yet, click Add Account, then select Add New Account. A window will pop up where you can enter your account name and choose the account type. If needed, you can also select a parent account. Once you've filled in the required information, click Add Account and your new account will be created. If you already have a copy of the invoice on your computer, click Upload and attach the document. Keeping a digital copy inside Bill.com makes it much easier to find your records later and reduces the need to search through emails or paper files. Continue reviewing the remaining fields and enter any additional information that applies to the bill. Once everything looks correct, click Create Bill. Your bill is now stored inside Bill.com and will appear in your bill list, ready for approval or payment whenever it's due. Now let's see how you can manage all of your bills. Stay inside the Bills section and open All Bills. As your business grows, this page will become your central location for tracking every bill you've entered. Across the top, you'll notice different categories. The Unpaid Bills tab helps you quickly identify bills that still need to be paid. The Recurring Bills section is useful for expenses that happen every month, such as office rent, internet service, or software subscriptions. The Draft Bills tab stores bills that you've started but haven't finished yet. If you've received a credit from one of your vendors, you'll find those inside Vendor Credits. Keeping your bills organized like this helps you avoid missing payment deadlines while giving you a clear picture of your upcoming expenses. Next, let's learn how to create a payment link. Payment links are one of the easiest ways to collect money from customers because you can simply share a secure link instead of creating a traditional invoice every time. From the left navigation menu, click Payment Links, then click Create Your First Link. You'll first need to enter a link name. For this example, let's type Website Design Payment. Next, choose how you want to collect the payment. If you already know exactly how much your customer should pay, leave fixed amount selected and enter the payment amount, such as $500. If you'd rather allow customers to decide how much they'd like to pay, simply switch to any amount instead. Now move down to the Page Details section. Enter a title that your customers will see, such as Website Design Services. You can also enter a short description explaining what the payment covers, although this field is optional. If you'd like to collect additional information before receiving payment, click Add under Custom Fields. For example, you could create a field asking customers to enter their project name, order number, or any additional notes. As you complete the form, you'll notice the link preview panel on the right side updating automatically. This gives you a live preview of exactly what your customers will see when they open your payment page. Once everything looks good, review the accepted payment methods near the bottom of the page and then go ahead and click on Create Link. To create your payment link, you'll first need to add your bank account. Simply complete the bank account setup process. Once your bank account has been added, click Create Link and your payment link will be generated and ready to share. When your customer opens the link, they'll simply enter their information, choose a payment method, complete the payment, and you'll be able to monitor that payment directly inside your Bill.com account. This is an excellent option whenever you need to collect payments quickly without preparing a complete invoice. Now let's move on to the Estimates section. Estimates are useful when you want to send a price quote to a customer before creating an invoice. From the left sidebar, click Estimates. This page displays all the estimates you've created, and since this is a new account, it will be empty. To create one, click Create Estimate. First, select the customer that you added earlier. After selecting the customer, enter estimate number, then choose the estimate date, and if needed, set an expiration date so your customer knows how long the quote is valid. Next, add the products or services you're offering. Enter a short description, specify the quantity, set the price, and Bill.com will automatically calculate the total amount for you. If you want, you can also add notes, payment terms, or any additional information that your customer should see on the estimate. You'll see a preview of your estimate on the right-hand side. Once you've reviewed everything, go to the bottom right corner where you'll find two options, Review and Save and Close. If you're ready to send the estimate to your customer, click Review and Send. For this tutorial, I'll click Save and Close, and your estimate will be created successfully. Now that we've learned how to create invoices, enter bills, and generate payment links, let's take a look at one more feature that will help you monitor your business activity reports. From the left navigation menu, click Reports and Data. This section gives you access to reports that summarize your financial information, making it easier to understand how money is moving through your business. If you're looking for information from a specific period, use the available date filters to narrow down the results. This allows you to review transactions from the current month, the previous quarter, or any custom date range that fits your needs. You'll find reports related to both accounts payable and accounts receivable. For example, You can review outstanding customer invoices, unpaid vendor bills, completed payments, and other financial activity from one place. If you want to view an overview of your account, simply click View Insights. This will take you to the Insights section where you can see key information about your Bill.com account such as incoming and outgoing payments, pending transactions, bills, invoices, and other important financial metrics. Now let's head back to the Reports and Data section. Click Settings from the left navigation menu. Here you'll find the options used to customize your Bill.com account. Since this is a beginner tutorial, you don't need to change every setting immediately, but it's helpful to know what you'll find here. The Company Settings section allows you to update your business information, including your company name, address, and other account details. The Users and Roles section is where you can invite additional team members if you aren't working alone. Simply click the option to invite a new user, enter their email address, assign the appropriate role, and send the invitation. Once they accept it, they'll be able to access your Bill.com account according to the permissions you've assigned. You'll also find payment-related settings where you can manage connected bank accounts and payment preferences. If you ever need to replace your bank account or review your payment setup, this is where you'll do it. As you become more familiar with Bill.com, you can return to the Settings page and customize these options to match your business needs. That brings us to the end of this beginner's tutorial. Bill.com is designed to keep your accounts payable and accounts receivable organized in one platform, helping you reduce manual work while making it easier to track incoming and outgoing payments. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks!